Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video for y'all. I'm going to be scrapbooking in my Hobonichi cousin. So I get a lot of questions about what I do with the daily pages in my cousin, and I do different things. Sometimes I Bible journal, but I have another notebook for Bible journaling, so I don't always do that in here. Sometimes I journal, and sometimes I scrapbook my little vacations and trips, which is what I'm going to do today. And the way I do that is I save all the stuff that I get on vacations. So for this vacation, I was in New Bern, North Carolina, and I visited Tryon Palace, and they gave me this site map and guide. And of course, once I'm gone, I don't really need this anymore, so I'm going to use like little bits and pieces of it and pictures to scrapbook with. I also have some photos. Well, I have some photos right here that I printed and cut myself. And then this is my sticker that I had. At Tryon Palace, you wear a sticker to show you paid for your ticket. I have a couple of coupons. Not coupons. I have a couple of receipts from places I ate. I have like this book with a bunch of info about New Bern, a bunch of different stuff. And then I also have scrapbook paper. These are all either from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then I have my favorite Zebra Sarasa gel pen in the gold barrel, and a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen in the soft tip. I'll have all the products I use linked below if you're curious about where they're from. But yeah, I'm just going to jump into this. I'm going to be scrapbooking Saturday the 30th and Sunday the 1st. I also might scrapbook some of Friday, even though I use part of the page for Bible journaling. But I am going to voice over this video because it takes me forever to choose things and arrange them. And yeah, it'll just be a lot better if I speed it up and voice over it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is flip through the New Bern guidebook and pull out any pages that I think I might want to use in my spread. I love using maps in my planner, so of course I went right for that map of downtown New Bern. It was actually perfect because most of the places we visited were on this map. Next, I'm going to start arranging things and doing some layering. There's not really a rhyme or reason to this. I just kind of play with things until I think it looks good. And you'll also notice that I don't often cut things in straight lines. I prefer to just rip things with my fingers. I like that rustic look in my planner. Once I get this glued down, and I do just use normal Elmer's glue sticks, I'm going to take a piece of washi tape and apply it to the top of the map to kind of make it look like the map is taped into the planner. I'm not really sure where I got that idea, but I do it all the time. I love it so much. I'm not sure where that washi is from either. I got it as a gift. I added a little photo of myself eating ice cream in the bottom corner. Usually I try to pick 2 to 3 photos for each spread, just ones that have special memories or what have you. For example, the one of me eating the ice cream. We happened to find this courtyard that was totally deserted, so we got the whole courtyard to ourselves, and we got to sit outside in the beautiful weather and just enjoy relaxing. It was super fun. Here I'm going to do a bit more layering. I took another piece of scrapbook paper and then this little badge from the guidebook for the New Bern Firemen's Museum, because we did go to the museum, but they didn't give us any type of ticket or receipt or sticker, so I wanted to have some piece of memorabilia to mark it. Now I'm doing some lettering. Again, it's a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen in the soft tip. I find that one way easier to use than the hard tip. And I always like to put a title to my scrapbook pages. And here I'm just filling in some details about the day. I don't write everything, but I like to write my impressions, especially because this is my first trip to New Bern, so I wanted to make sure to remember what I thought about the city and how I felt walking around downtown, how I like the food, all that stuff. So once that's done, I'm going to put a piece of paper on the left-hand side of the page and then flip the page. The piece of paper is because Hobonichi paper takes a while to, ink on Hobonichi paper takes a while to dry. So if you're not careful, it can smear, so I always put a blank piece of paper in between a freshly written on sheet so that it doesn't smear on the other pages. Alright, next I'm moving on to the first, and again I just kind of laid out everything I wanted to use and then started my layering with a different piece of scrapbook paper. Here I'm trimming up a photo of Tryon Palace that we visited to layer up top along with the little sticker that was my entrance ticket. I don't know why, but I just love how it looks when everything is kind of piled together, but you can still see all the individual pieces. I just think it's so cute. I've been doing the same style for a really long time. It's kind of funny. My planning style changes almost every week, but my scrapbook style has been consistent for years, so I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Here's another thing I do. I will trim up photos into shapes just to make sure I get the main portion of the photo, but I don't take up too much room. And right there, I just glued in a receipt from an ice cream cafe, I believe, that we went to, and put it in. And I'm trying to figure out where to put that picture of Ashley that I cut up, but I don't know. I was having trouble deciding. It takes me a really long time to do these spreads, and I always move things around a whole lot, but it's worth it because in the end, I love how these turn out. I love looking at them and just reminiscing. It's one of my favorite things to do. So eventually I decided to layer that sticker on top of a piece of paper, and then that little girl that I just put down is actually from Fox and Pip. I occasionally use planner stickers in this scrapbook style, but not too often. So I wrote my title in again, and here I go again with more journaling or impressions. I don't actually keep a journal on vacation, so this is all retrospective, so it's not always super accurate to what we did. It's always more of the overall vibe I have after returning home, but I'm okay with that. And right there, a little piece of paper was sticking up, so I just took my glue stick and stuck it back down to make sure it was perfect, I guess. I don't want to say perfect because this scrapbook is obviously not meant to be perfect, but you know what I mean. I didn't want it to keep rubbing against my hand as I was writing. Here I'm doing a touch more lettering. I do like to do lettering in this, but I didn't leave myself very much room, so... Alright, and now I'm going to take out the piece of paper and show you how both the spreads turned out. I really like them. I love the color scheme that I chose. I think it fits the vibe of the city very well. And I hope you enjoyed seeing me do some scrapbooking. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!